Hey, how are you? Just a very quick Facebook update. Remember yesterday when I said I had to go in for a scan to see where the cancer was at, and it might take about 2 weeks to get the results? Well, I was wrong. Apparently, the results come in a little bit quicker. And at 4 o'clock today, I got a phone call from the doctor to say that it is the best possible news. They can't find any trace of the cancer. It may well be there. It might be infinitesimal or microscopic, but they can't find any trace of it. The exact wording is the results are consistent with a complete metabolic reduction. So that is the best news. The doctor was super happy. She was thrilled to give me the results. I couldn't talk because I started crying. Um, Obviously rang Steph and the kids straight away, and they started crying. I started crying again. I rang my sisters and my mum and started crying, and they started crying. So yeah, there's been lots of tears. So I spent most of the afternoon. I was actually on my own at home. Like mum was out, and I was like, there was like nobody here to talk to. Like I got off the phone from the doctor and just sort of sat there and stared at the curtains for a while. And then I was like, well, the first thing, obviously, Steph and the kids are going to want to know. So I rang them. And yeah, so that was some very good news. And then I spent the afternoon ringing a few close family and friends as they sprung to mind. And how did I celebrate? I went out and mowed the lawn, and then I cooked like dinner for mum. Um, it was a good dinner too. But yeah, so what happens from here? I have 3 monthly catch ups to just basically keep on parties an eye on where I'm at. That was some LMP, sorry. And yeah, that's basically hopefully we're in the clear. So I'm not 100, I'm not cured yet. I still have no energy, no stamina. It still takes me a while to stand up and sit down. Um, at gigs, I need help setting my gear up and getting to the chair. But once I'm in the chair, usually I'm okay. Like music just keeps you alive and lifts you up, as any musician should hopefully be able to tell you. And of course, I play with a really great group of guys. And I should want to actually shout them out. 12 Gauge, Jacob, Billy, Cam, they're the main stars in the band. But I really want to shout out to the people who've stepped up and helped us out when I've been sick, and that's Kayla, Phil, Ari, Araha, and Peter. So especially Phil, who filled in for me one day in about 3 hours' notice. Woke up, thought I could play, couldn't play. So it's been great having those guys, and there will be some more coverage needed, unfortunately, because I will be going in hopefully sooner rather than later to get my bowel operation fixed. So that's to get rid of the stoma bag, stitch my bowel back together. And for those of you who are eating, just stop for a second, plug my bum back in. Yeah, so apparently there's a bit of recovery time after that. I think it's called a major operation, but I'm just pretending they're going into, I don't know, look at a mole or something like that. So yeah, if you've got any questions, chuck them down below. It is the best news. I've done a lot of crying today, and it's spontaneous stuff as well too. It just comes out of nowhere. And the funny thing is people keep going, oh, that'll be relief, mate. That'll be relief. You just be so relieved with the good news. The funny thing about that is I never ever felt, and this was the same with my heart attacks, I never ever felt like this was the end and that, like, I might die. I always felt, the very first thing the doctor said to me is he said, you've got a massive lymphoma in there, which is a surprise to everybody, but this sort of thing is treatable and survivable. So, within about 15, 20 seconds of hearing that I had lymphatic cancer or lymphoma, the doctor had said it was the sort of thing that was treatable and survivable. So, the other great thing that he said to me is this is just a different 6 months to what you had planned. So it has been a little longer than 6 months, but that's because I've had obviously a few complications. And that's why they want to get the stoma bag removed as quickly as possible. Let my kidneys sort of recover and get back to being good kidneys. I did say to the doctors today, God, I wonder what's going to go wrong with me next. And she said from the CT scan, she can't tell. Nothing looks out of place. She said, nothing for quite a while. They checked the plumbing behind the stoma bag, so everything should be go there to get that put back together. So yeah, I might be a functioning, contributing member of society soon. So yeah, if you've got any questions, chuck them down below. Phone calls, phone calls are hard because I'm all over the show. definitely not tonight because it's late. But you chuck questions down below and I will answer them as best I can. So thank you for your love and support, and for anything that you've done to help Steph and the kids out. And also, obviously, the boys in the band, helping them out as well. Yeah, yay. I think that's everything. Yeah. All right. Have a great evening.